Hello Libras, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for the week of April 13th to the 19th. Okay, so coming in very early on in the week is the King of Swords. This is an air sign, male or female. It could also be representative of you. I do feel for the first few days of the week, things look very good. You have like a lot of new information coming in on the financial front. You might also be able to leave people behind, leave bad situations behind, and move on to something that is more emotionally fruitful and also financially stable. Okay, so in all aspects of your life, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even Thursdays, things are very easygoing, and the energy flow is just very conducive for like propelling you forward. You're going to feel as if you're being pushed forward with divine intervention or whatever you call it, but you're going to feel in a good place. The second half of the week seems a little problematic in that we have the King of Swords. This is your card, and then all of a sudden there is a dip in your mental faculties. There's a dip in self-esteem. I do see it is greatly related to another person from the past that is potentially in the picture. It could also be a situation in which you've invested a great deal of love and time in a project, in another person, or just somebody in your midst that is upsetting you, and it's somebody that you've dealt extensively with in the past. And as a result, you're going to have to, they might call you out to help them. They might also want you to pair up with them in a project. They might also coax you into contacting them again. That's what I'm sensing here, and it's going to be problematic in that you kind of lose your sense of objectivity around this person or this situation. It is something that you know that it doesn't have a good outcome because financially it's not going to pan out, but for some reason you're very heavily invested, so you're not going to be able to know what to do from the get-go. And as a result of not knowing what to do and making a decision when you don't really know what to do, you might end up stuck. Okay, so you might go back to situations or invest in situations that are not conducive for anything long term. So you might feel like a little rattled. Okay, which makes it pretty problematic by the end of the week. So you made a choice to help out this person, but in the process of getting involved with them, the situation seems like a lot bigger than it is. So in order to alleviate the problem, you're going to have to invest a lot of resources that you might not have, you might not even imagine that you would have to invest in to that extent in order to fix this situation. So what might seem like initially like a very, very easy fix turns out to be time consuming, resource consuming, and emotionally destabilizing for you. Okay, so be very careful about that. I do feel that in general, try to hold off on things and don't start anything new until you have full access to all the information involved, until you can somewhat find out all the things that are involved before you dabble in it. I do feel that if it is a past energy, it's not going to serve you in the future. So try to really leave that behind. Okay, but I hope you have a good weekend either way, and try to make the most of it for the first few days because it does have the energy is very smooth. Okay, thanks for watching. I will see you back here next week.